Oh, right. Not a bad idea, that. I will throw you out of here if you won't be responsible enough to take care of her. You make it sound so easy. We barely know one another. Then get to it, it'll be easy. I kind of despise this guy for his over-positive attitude. Easier said than done means nothing to him. Are you going to leave, or do I have to shove this thing in your face? Ayo quickly shakes his head and holds up his hands. Whoa, girl, this space is priceless, don't damage it. You say things like that, and I only want to do it more. He plays at flinching, and backs away. I'm out. Just say hello to Beau for me, and make sure and tell her that I hope she feels better soon. Fine, girly. He sucks his teeth and cuts his eyes at me, pouting afterward. Later, Waverly. Later. As he walks off, I move to close the door, but before I'm able to, though, Io calls for me again. Are you going to use that huggy one? Of course not. Laughing, he turns down another hallway. I close the door and rest my back against it. Lastly, I sigh Io's right. I should at least check if she has a fever. Can't tell if she's in comfort or not. But she's very asleep, judging by the dark stain on her pillowcase. Alright, it would be embarrassing for her to wake up with me standing here, so I'll just touch her forehead softly and quick. No fever, I think. I brush away some of her hair. She was sweating quite a bit, looks like, although now she's almost a little cold. Well, I'd better wake her up now. I lightly poke her cheek, which garners no response. You'll make this hard for me, eh? You cute little thing. Fine. I slightly pinch her cheek, and when she doesn't budge, I start to talk. Once I do that, she twitches, and I understand it's a signal to retreat from her bedside. Moving swiftly, I return to the desk and pick up my book so I can pretend I was reading. I mean, I was reading around 20 minutes ago, but... she's gotten up. What time is it? Well, look who's decided to wake up. Late, you've been sleeping since 10 last night. Whoa, I actually feel like I've been sleeping... Her sentence transforms into a mumbled mess, and she begins to nod. Come on, Winter, you're doing so well. You still need to eat breakfast. Or, well, lunch at this point. My bad. Breakfast. She drops back down at her bed, and I can feel her gaze at my back. Sorry, I slipped past it, didn't I? Oh man, don't apologize to me. I could have easily woken you up. Well, yeah, it's lunch now. Which is to say what I meant to say. Anyway, when do you want to go eat? Right now? I'll help. Oh, I'm honestly too feeling to actually get up, let alone stand up or walk. Or eat. I see. How are you, Waverly? Fine, you? Waverly, please pay attention. Well, your mind seems alright. Oh, trust me, it's not. I feel so slow. But you practically quipped just now. Good stuff. Meh. I hear it turn over. Don't tell me you're just gonna go back to sleep. No. Then what are you doing getting comfy? Am I not allowed comfort in my own room? You're gonna fall asleep. No, I won't. That response was measured slower. I don't think you're telling the truth. I won't, Waverly. Oh, maybe I should read you some lines out of this book. That'd keep your attention. Waverly, please, don't. I turned to an old page. Ahem. Oh god. Oh boy. Eleanor pressed her silver-tipped finger against the skin and hissed a single question. Winter groans loudly and mumbles something I can't hear. Did you see Asta walking along the parapet, or didn't you? Martin's breath was still, and he turned his eyes from her. Thoughts of his demon lover were still fresh in his mind. Asta's breath, Asta's teeth, Asta's touch. Her touch. Oh god. Whether his heart had been courted or commanded, it mattered not. He felt for Asta. Enough that he could never betray her. I hear Winter turn over again. Spare me. He's about to sleep with Eleanor, though, despite all this crap about Asta. Don't you want to know how that plays out? No. She coughs. No, please stop. Cuckle, why are you reading that tripe? You read inward fantasy fiction, and you belittle my taste. I like reading inward fantasy because it's fun. So, Those books are fun too. These books are fun too. But fun because they're terrible. You see, Winter? I enjoy these works because I can appreciate their silliness. I don't think they're actually good. Then you think they're awful, and revel in that? Yep. Authors from our world are all very good at what they do, naturally, so it's nice to read some trashy nonsense for a change. You're making fun of other worlds. Yeah? Who cares? I don't know. That's right. I might be handling this with the sensitivity of a jackhammer. Not that, oh man, what am I supposed to say? Not that I meant to imply. Waverly, it's fine. I don't mean to sound like that bothers me. Sorry. Yeah. Winter. Winter Harrison's place? Oh, come on, you're kidding. We'll pick this up in a bit. I rise from my seat. Coming. I'll walk over to the door, hoping that this will be over with quickly, so that I can return and clear the air. Opening it, I'm a bit taken back to find a teacher and my first mentor. Henry Penn and Walter L. Why are they together? Come to think of it, have they always worn clothes so alike? They're looking like perfect, fashionable gentlemen. Are you quite alright, Waverly? Oh. Yes. Hello, sirs. Can I help you? Waverly, how nice to see you again. I hope you've been well. I raise my shoulders a little, because I'm not sure how to answer. Oh, Walter. This student was your prodigy. Walter nods happily. Was her first, I believe, and I'm sure it was an honor. An honor? I cover my mouth, having spoken what I was thinking. I am really in a mess today. Haha, she kids. A regular. Miniature me. Whoa, I hope not. I see. How rude of me. My apologies. Mr. Snyder. Avery. I did not greet you. He gives a halfway bow. Greetings. How are you today? Decent. I blink once and hurry out an honorific. Sir? That's good to hear. Can I help you? My roommate is sick, and I was taking care of her, so please cut me loose already. Oh, of course. Might you and give Mr. Harrison this letter? And tell her to expect a meeting with me sometime later. I take the envelope that he offers me, not bothering to look it over. Winter Harrison, eh? That poor girl witnessed the end of a world. Correct. And what's worse, she witnessed Cyrus mediating. Walter. It sounded like he was 200% Cyrus yesterday. Out and out stupid. Walter smiles toothily and looks me in the eye, which is weird, but Walter behavior. It's hard not to laugh at his flippant, foolish actions. I only don't because, unlike him, I am solemn about these matters. But Cyrus, he has truly exceeded the limits of being an ass. He's in fact such a large ass that he puts the Centerlands to shame. But, what's this? Walter and Henry look to the right, my right, and I peek past the doorframe to see what's drawn their attention. Speak of the devil and both appear. Mr. Cyrus, Addington. Walter speaks like he's presenting a circus act, complete with the showy hands and motions and everything. He's right, there's Cyrus, looking a little paler than normal. Okay, that's, Liberens? I don't know if I got that right. Liberens. I see that you're still attached to Penn's hip. That's a nice joke, Cyrus. You've always been good at making jokes. Or good at jokes. Though I suppose that's no surprise, seeing it as your pretty grand joke all your own. Out of the corner of my eye, I can see Walter sneering. I haven't had the opportunity to ask, are you properly ashamed of yourself, or am I to take your overbearing silence recently to be your standard brooding and angst? I'm not here to mince words with you, Walter. Mr. Penn, are you finished here? If so, then I ask you leave while I speak with my protege. Henry, who hadn't bothered to say anything between these two, speaks up. As a matter of fact, my business is done. I should let you know, though, Cyrus, that your prodigy is still infirm. He nods politely at me, indicating to Cyrus my presence. We were instead speaking to the young Mr. Irie. She will do. In that case, Waverly, we will be departing now. Henry puts his hands on my shoulder and bends to whisper at my ear. You know where to find me, I hope. I understand if recent events have been difficult for you to comprehend. I nod, giving my shoulder a rub as he lets me go, and stands up straight. Alright, Walter, quit sticking your tongue out of him. You're being childish. Come now, we're leaving. Right, goodbye. Waverly. Yes, goodbye, Waverly. Henry and Walter walk towards Cyrus, and while the elder mediator continues past them, the younger stops at Cyrus's side. I strain my ears to listen. I really am fucking disappointed in you. I don't know what you're thinking, but you need to take this job seriously. You asked to be a mentor, now start acting like one. You're not working alone anymore. After this, Cyrus answers, but I can't hear what he says. Walter grabs him by the shoulder and snarls, whispering something else. Cyrus refuses to look at him, and Walter scoffs, shoving Cyrus out of his way and catching up with Henry. Leaving Cyrus to just stand there with his head down. Man, they're so weird. Adults are so weird. After a few moments of nothing, he walks over the door, his gaze still fixed to the ground. Hello, Waverly. Hey. You awkward, creepy bastard. I'm not. He finally looks me in the eyes. I'm not entirely sure what to say. You and me both. I just know that I haven't properly apologized. Not that this is properly apologizing, having a student relay the message for me. It's immature, but I imagine I can't talk to Winter herself right now. I say nothing because there's nothing polite to say. I want you to tell Winter that I'm sorry. I want you to tell her that absolutely nothing that happened was her fault. I suppose that's all I wanted to say that can pass through you. The blame is wholly mine, and I wanted her to know that. She did nothing wrong. I can see that he wants to explain himself more, but it's hurting him to try. I'd, better speak up. Sir, I'll tell her. Can I ask you something, sir? I heard you killed a leader, and that something bad happened because of that. Wasn't that, well, a dumb idea? Did you think that wouldn't happen? Cyrus doesn't answer for long enough that I think he's not going to answer, but he speaks before I can say never mind. Listen. This is something difficult for students such as yourself to understand, but I knew full well what would it would happen. What? Listen. Why on earth should I? It's something that you must eventually, you eventually must understand. The situation was quagmire. Many of the options available to us could have very likely made things turn out worse than better, rather than better. You'll have to believe me that, in this case, the best course of action was to promote order was to allow something bad to happen. I'll have to hear what Winter says, because that sounds like nonsense. The larger issue was that I underestimated the consequences. To put it bluntly, I did not properly research, and I was overconfident. Sewell, that is, the system we had visited, was a very chaotic world, although inconsistently. Scientific discoveries happened both quickly and suddenly there. Large leaps of technological prowess were spurred by random discovery. It was a very unusual system, and I knew that, but I didn't give it proper consideration. I had expected some losses from my actions, but certainly not the loss of the entire world. In short, I misjudged and rushed things. You know how I rush things. Don't smile at me, you fiend. You can't just tell me you allowed a world to die and expect me to smile back. Yeah, I know you're calling on those rumors about yourself being a grimly logical, murder-happy bastard. But it's not funny knowing that's true, and what it entails. Well, unless you have any more questions. What did Walter mean when he said you asked to be a mentor? What am I doing? Waverly, where do you get off talking like a Paladin superior, and asking such personal questions? You weren't even supposed to hear that. Heavens, are ye a buffoon? Far more than he knew when he said it. However, I don't think that's a matter to discuss with you kids. Sorry. No, it's fine, it's fine. Is that all? Yeah. Then thank you for listening to me, Waverly. Again, I'm sorry to put this responsibility onto you. but I would really appreciate if you could do this for me. I will, don't worry. He chuckles. You've certainly opened up a lot more, Waverly, this... Huh. This is making it seem like I made a fine decision becoming a mentor. I get to watch you guys grow up. I may have forgotten what it means to grow up. By the way, you shouldn't eavesdrop. Considering it, I decided to smile. Don't talk about private matters in public then, sir. Huh, I'll try not to. Then I'll be leaving, Waverly. Peace to you. Hey, and to you. He nods to me and walks away. I shut the door. I'm not sure what my opinion of Cyrus is. Now, maybe it's worse? I shudder to think it's any better. But, well, I guess he... this isn't something I can work out right now. Yo, Winter. What? You're very popular today. You've had a total of 3 visitors come for you. Or was it technically 4? Yeah, I was about to say, I thought it was 4. Oh, whatever. What can I say? I'm very charming. Well, Mr. Charming, I have a letter for you. I'll walk over to her bedside and hand over the thing. Before I do, though, I decide I should have a look at what the envelope says. For whenever it's too much to bear, read this. Henry Penn. Huh. Well, here you are. I toss it down next to her pillow, where she reads it sideways. From Mr. Penn, Yep, and also, I'm sorry about kind of talking dismissively about worlds. I told you that I didn't really mind. I'm still sorry. I shouldn't be talking that way anyway. You really don't need to apologize, Waverly. Cyrus is also sorry. Winter falls silent. Hey, come on, just listen to what he had to say. I'm listening. He's sorry, and he wants you to know that it's not your fault. It's his. He doesn't want you to blame yourself. He knows he fucked up, Winter. Even if he's a jerk, you should forgive him. For yourself. It's not that simple, Waverly. You didn't hear him yesterday. He most certainly does not feel bad about what he did. He just may feel bad about letting me see it. I mean, even if I wasn't concerned with his motivations, he still treated me awfully, and made me watch him kill a person. Furthermore, even if he had succeeded, millions would have still died. Pardon my language, but screw Cyrus Addington. A dark feeling grows in my belly. I push it down. Nothing good comes from harboring bad will. I can't pretend I know what it's like, Winter, but I know that just feeling shit about things isn't going to help you. I swallow. And I hate to say it, but you're probably going to see a lot more of people killing people in this line of work. We also know that, both know that we may end up killing a few or several ourselves, but nobody wants to acknowledge that. I let out a sigh. This is depressing talk. It's best that we move on. Well, whatever then. Whatever. I think we've delayed your eating for long enough. Any longer and we could end up missing your debriefing. Ah, shoot, you're right, that's today. I completely forgot about it. Yeah, so come on. I reach down and she lifts herself up to receive me. She holds onto my arms with a trembling lack of strength. Alright, that's it. I ease her out of bed as carefully as I can, and soon she's on her feet. Able to stand alright? Able to stand, not quite alright. Well, that's clear from the way she's swaying a little. Don't try to do this on your own then, Winter. You've got my shoulder right here. Yes, thank you. She presses all of her negligible weight onto me, and I stand firm. We walk to the door, prepared to leave. Prepared to go on, I should think. Oh, well, that's the end. Congratulations on completing the game. You may now save your profile. Saving profiles allows for future episodes of Dysfunctional Systems to remember your choices. Be sure to give your profiles descriptive names, so you can recognize them later. Note, multiple profiles may share the same name. Unfortunately, there isn't a second game, but yeah, that was very good. Alright, so first time we followed Cyrus, and that did not go as well as we would have hoped, but this time I'm going to rebel from him. There isn't a question about this. I need to stop him, or or I need to try. If only to keep my sanity and knowing I did my best. I need to convince Cyrus not to go through with this. I won't follow you. I can't believe this. Are you even listening to anything I'm saying? Are you listening to me? No, you're just a kid. Well, I do have a lot of things to say to you. Alright, how about this? If you can seriously convince me that this isn't the right choice, novice, then I'll follow you to the bitter end. There won't be a bitter end. Not if I have anything to do about it. Just shut up and listen. I'm listening. Oh, okay, there are a couple options here. Okay. Inform him that this is awful. I don't think that would work, honestly. Question him regarding the frequency of his murderous behavior. No. Caution him about the country's people and their potentially ill reactions. These all don't seem like they're going to work. I feel like the bottom two are the most might actually work. The top one for sure. I just feel like that wouldn't work at all. I'll choose this option for now and see how that goes. Are you certain that the people of Brighton will be okay with this? Like I said, most people don't even agree with Barnaby. Don't agree with what, sir? With the war. We've been over this. Oh, so you went around Brighton with a little survey, eh? Check yes if you think Barnaby's a prat. You certainly are an amazing mediator. I didn't even notice. No, only I was told that many disagreed. It follows sense that they should. After all, their president is a tool, and although they live painfully, they also live peacefully. Why would they all agree to such drastic measures? Listen, what you're proposing is the grand ruse over all of them. Simply to paint Gabrielle more of a villain. What if they don't follow your expectations? If they don't unite? What if you're found out? What chaos then awaits them? It'll be fine. No, it won't. These people are far too tense to just be fine after the president is murdered within their own borders. You wouldn't know. Neither would you. Can you see the future? I can't, but I've seen the past. Well, I see the president. Killing the president could just as easily tear this country apart as you think it would unite it. I think that was a good start. He's at least certainly entertaining me now. I'll continue then. Oh my. Remind him of the speech he did not, listen to. Remind him of his mother country, Gabrielle. I don't know about that. The mother country, Gabrielle.